All right, so let's check this. Let's react to this one.
Let's dive a bit more into this whole. So you have sex on camera. Do you have one guy you shoot with, or is it just you're shooting with different dudes?
I honestly haven't made new content in a really long time. I just made so
Okay.
much when I started, and I can still distribute and make new content.
Because like if you go to your Twitter, which we can't,
Oh,
like the
man.
very first thing you see, you're just getting by some dude. I'm like, it's just
Okay.
there. It's
For
there.
free?
Good for you.
Girl. Okay, but
For free.
managing
It's
you?
on the Twitter.
Who's
Wait,
managing you?
For free.
but so
Okay.
what? To Marquette's point
That's
here.
where I've got most of my subscribers from, though, because it's just a
That's
snippet.
no,
it's a clip.
that's not really the point I'm trying to make here. But you said that when you do meet a guy, you're.
This is the thing, right? If you was watching beforehand, here's a woman that she was talking about age gap dating, and how it's so weird, right? It's so weird to date for older men to date me, and I'm only 18. What do I know? Okay, but you're old enough to sell your body online, so other men can buy it. This is the delusion of women, right? So, to find a man, possibly older man, that can provide you a life where you don't have to sell your body online. But what? Maybe he's manipulative, whatever, right? Whatever excuses women put out. But no, because older men are terrible. They're creeps. They're weird wanting to date younger women. Okay, cool, fine, yeah. But there, let me. Here's my OnlyFans. Check it out. I cannot understand women logic. You think it's creepy. You think it's manipulative. You think all these words, right? If an older man dates you, just like I said with when she's other conversation they had about age gap dating, that's wrong. And yet, it is okay for you to sell your body, for you to have sex with other men on camera, or for you just have for you just have a high body count. That's fine. But it's creepy for dating older men. Okay. I just the delusion of women is just never ending. It's just really not, It's just...
gonna want to wait this long period, but the guy sees that like it's sort of this
It's out
ruse,
there, yeah.
like this arbitrary. It's kind of almost a fraud. Like the whole point of a woman having a waiting period before she has sex, it's supposed to be due to her not being someone that gives away sex so easily.
Well, I don't give away sex easily like that, because if I want to have a connection with someone in a relationship, or because I'm not looking for just casual
but
hookups.
you will have sex on camera without the need for that sort of
Well,
commitment.
because it's fake, it's acting.
But you're
Well, there's
portraying that you would
It's
have
real.
sex easily with people. That's
I
just
am
the-
portraying that. I will admit that's the image I give out, but that's not who I am. And if someone sat down and got to know me, they would know that.
And that's what's sad though, because it's like you have to get over that barrier for people. And you're sweet. I've been talking to you, and like
Yeah.
you've been taking like criticism and like fight backs like really well. And that's what's sad is you're making it harder for you to make good relationships. And it's
Yeah, but I've also been hurt in the past, so that could also. I know I'm young. Don't look at me like sideways, like
and
oh
that's
she's
what's sad.
young.
That's what's sad though, is that you're young and you've put this out there.
But I've already been hurt in relationships, so I'm not rushing to get into one. Right now, I'm just focusing on getting money, getting through college. Like, this just got me my own apartment and just stuff like that. Like, I'm just taking it day by day, going slow. It's not a forever thing.
But imagine if you like, instead of, because society tells women go to college, and guess what? I went to college, I bought it too, but society tells everyone we need to go to college, you need to do this, you need to do that, and now you feel like you need to make OnlyFans. And
I
have
don't
sex-
feel like I needed to make
But
it.
you
I
said-
wanted to.
But you wanted it to fund your college education. Imagine if you were just seeking a husband, and I know it may sound easier than it is, and I get that, but I'm just saying, imagine if that's what your goal was, you would never have to make that content, and you could have a good relationship.
Okay, I see
So,
what you're
yeah.
saying, yeah, but I'm not seeking a husband. Again, I'm 18. I'm not
Seeking
looking
them
for a
streets.
husband right
That's
now.
because society tells women.
It's like, okay, fine. You're not seeking a husband. You think it's more logical It's benefit. It's like there's like that's one thing, right? Women do not have a concept of consequences because, I'm sorry, right? Society bails women out. Society takes away accountability from women. Okay? Until it's too late, right? She's young, relatively beautiful. Okay? Society takes away accountability from women until it's too late, right? Until their value diminish. At 18, you think it's fine to have sex with other men on camera for money. But it's a no-no to be with one man, okay, that can support you, that can be there for you, that can love you, that you potentially you will love as well. But that's a no-no, right? That's a no-no. But it's fine for you to have content where you're selling your body for other men to view while other men have sex with you at 18. And you make it seem like it's some kind of something special, right? Yeah, you're definitely an idiot at 18 doing that stuff. Okay? But again, you're choosing that at 18. Yeah, you don't think that like if fate put in front of you two options, get a man you love, whether he's older or whatever, that can support you, can be there for you, okay, that would love you again, or create content that you're having sex with other men, you're selling it so other men can buy that content. That's what you would choose instead. The delusion in that is just absolute. And you know what? Probably a lot of modern day women would choose have sex with random men to sell that content to other men. It's just I can't find the logic in it, right? It's like you make it seem like that's the worst thing in the world, to be with a man that you love. I'm saying that you love him, and he will love you and treat you right. But that's a no because you're 18. That's a no. You're too young for this. But hey, you're not too young to have sex with random men or men that you don't love, to sell your body, your content to other men that you don't love as well, so other men can see you. And now the future repercussion of that is that how likely are you going to find the man that would love you and that you would love after doing all this? You just made that even harder for that to happen. But it's like, okay, that's logical, right? You're 18.
And that you should not be looking for a husband at 18. You should be getting your education, boss babe, do all that. It's the feminist lie that they're telling women that will make them happy.
Queen.
And then
well, I'm happy where I'm at right now. I'm happy. Like, I don't know why.
But a lot of women realize what they want too late in life before, maybe they can't.
This is the thing, right? You're happy, right? You're probably having decent sex with good-looking men. You're making a lot of money. Great. But that's the thing, you put yourself in happiness, right? Money and having sex with men. That's your happiness. That's what you equate happiness. So that's what men will see you as, right? For the streets, right? Having sex with a bunch of men and making money from that sex. It's like okay, that's what makes you happy. Okay.
Have kids, maybe it's the old, and it's a sad reality. It's true. Listen, women, we age terribly. It sucks. It's a sad reality. I wish it wasn't true. Men age so much better, but as women get older, it's harder for them to find a husband. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's harder. You're less likely to be able to have kids. So I'm just saying your time is ticking. And I know it sucks. I know you mentioned that earlier. I'm not saying that since you're 28, you can never find a husband. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I'm
Not a good
25.
one.
I got married at
Not
20.
a good one.
I got
It's
married
gonna
at
be a
25.
less than ideal one, yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think I'll do okay.
Can I share one gem with you all? A lot of guys contact. I'm sure a lot of guys contact you as well, ask you for advice. Guys, you know, just thinking about through the years, guys have contacted me when their woman was unfaithful, and the question is, should I carry on with it? If they say that they're married and they have kids, I always say, yeah, you should. Give it a shot. Like, try. I always say yes. And they always reach back out and say, oh, man, I just had an argument with her. You know, I was like, well, what were you arguing about? He's like, oh, man, I asked her, like, you know, like, was his bigger than mine? And which is to say, the paranoia of the average guy is endless. The other guy she slept with could have been an irrelevant nobody who's a loser, has a bum job, and small meat, right? But the guy who got cheated on, because guys are so petty and ego-driven, was his bigger than mine? Did you do this with him? Did he try this on you? How long did it take? Oh, you slept with him on the first night. You made me wait 3 nights. Do you like him more than me? Guys will never really ever get over that. And a part of it is because we do, in many cases, have a false assumption that you guys are somehow better than us in certain areas. Like Little House on the Prairie right here. Look at her. Is the camera on her? Little House on the Prairie. I know it's probably a lie, but I'm looking at Little House on the Prairie like, you will never betray me. Like, you will never betray me. And we think that. So here's the thing. When Little House on the Prairie, even if she's in love with me, she's looking back at me, but like, you're still like I love you, I'm loyal to you, but you're still a guy. You might end up at some point being violent. You might end up at some point dealing with another woman. That's somewhere in her mind, even if it's suppressed and it's small. But when I look at her, I'm like, sweet pureness. Sweet, sweet pureness. So when she does something that's human, like maybe dealing with another guy, I'm like, oh, how could you be? And there's so much anger and resentment. And then with ego, it's like, we know when a guy does it, we might have just did it because, dang, she's thick. Oh my God, look at those titties. Like, that might be the only reason we actually did it. There's nothing deeper than that. But when she did it, it's like, oh, so this was the guy you work with? Like, you like him? Like, how long, like, you guys, how did this happen? Like, you guys been spending a lot of time together? And probably, yeah, she did like him. So it's radically different, and we have so much trouble accepting because we cheat with our penis and women cheat with their heart. So no, he'll never forgive it. He won't forgive your past either. Be paranoid about your past. So if you are categorically an HOE, you can only really be with a P.
Pussy?
No, what's a
P?
That would be
What's
the
a
worst
P?
thing.
No, like a
Pimp. You can only be with a pimp, and I'll tell you why.
Man, what are you talking about?
Because he's the only one who can actually know the truth about who you are and what you've done and be completely and utterly unbothered by it.
I mean, she said, you know, she had a past and she was, you know, an atheist and she's a different person.
Where'd you go
So
to
I do
college?
think
Arizona?
No, UMass Amherst,
Okay.
Massachusetts.
All
You're
right.
from Massachusetts. I'm from Boston.
Really? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So I do think there are some men who.
But she wasn't in the, were you in those streets
the
like
cap.
that?
No,
Like, how
no.
deep in the streets were you?
No, I mean, I just, I had boyfriends in the past.
Right.
I didn't wait until marriage and.
You weren't so deep in those streets, like in the gutter, in the sewer of the streets, to where when your Christian, I've never had vagina boyfriend met you, he was like, no, I can't touch this. Like, I don't know who that dude was, JB, the guy who kept talking about herpes. Like,
Yeah,
that
Jay
guy,
Butler.
yeah, that guy was able to meet you and be like, okay, you know, like, you might not be Little House on the Prairie, but you're still someone I can deal with. Whereas maybe he meets you, not to single you out, but maybe he meets you and he's like, OnlyFans, that's too far afield from what I'm searching for.
Do you think there could just be men that are, you know, okay with that and secure with that?
There's only two kinds of guys. There's two kinds, and you actually kind of
There are
said
multiple
it.
kinds
There's
of
a
guys.
pimp. He's like, look, this is our industry. This is what we do. And then there's a, as you said, PUSSY, which is to say he's so low in the power category that he has to accept what he can get, not what he wants.
Do you think that there are just some men who are maybe just secure with themselves?
It's
and
not
can
about-
just,
it's not about
and
security,
can
it's
just,
about-
you know, like think like,
just
hey,
what?
this was her past.
I want to
you know,
address
this
that. I
is
like that because this is
what,
a common claim of women.
I
They
think
talk
that's
about
kind of
security.
the case with Adam. I don't think he's necessarily a pimp. I think he's probably
Not at
secure
all.
in their
Not at all.
or a pussy.
You
I
see
think
how
they're
people talk
secure
about him
in
in the
their relationship, and he understands.
No,
You
I
know,
saw
that's
that. 'Cause
separate from their personal relationship.
He himself said he wasn't comfortable with it, and he became comfortable over time, which is to say he accepted it.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is, men who are really in a power position, they don't accept what's given to them. They get what they truly want. what they truly want. They don't go to the car lot and say, oh, I have this much money, I guess I can get a Toyota. They go to the car lot like, I might buy this motherfucker. Like, where the Rolls Royce at? Oh, the Cullinan, $500,000? Yeah, please make sure you throw in the tailgate seats and all the options. So now it's $600,000, I don't care. I'm getting exactly what I want because I have that kind of power and juice.
And only men can do that.
No, but once I'll get to that piece, I just want to answer the question you asked.
Yeah.
So understand this piece. Men, we want that which other men can't get. That which is so highly valued and rare. When something is harder to get, it's more valuable. Kind of the case with diamonds, for example. So if a woman has been around the block,
Okay, but watchable is
do you
more-
mind if I finish it real quick? I'm gonna just finish it. If the woman's been around the block, then every guy's had a piece. I'm not special anymore. Or if the woman has an OnlyFans, everyone's seen her naked. Oh, it's not special anymore. They want the woman that's attractive and conservative to where guys look at her and they're like, you are attractive and I would give so much to see what's under those clothes. But I can't because I'm not Marquette Devon Burton. I wish I were him so that I could have her. Do you understand? I wish I were him so I could have her, but I can't. Because she's hard to get, and you know what? He got her. It's like he hit the lotto and no one else did. That's what guys want. They want those things that are treasured and rare and no one else can have it. That's why virginity, for example, is prized. You talk about female virginity, no one ever mentions male virginity as a good thing. We only talk about female virginity as a value. Around the whole world, it's like that.
And I understand, and I agree with you on that. I mean, I
You
waited
agree with
until I
me.
was
Very
25 to lose my virginity. Yeah, so I mean, I've had very few partners. So I mean, just because I have an OnlyFans, I don't think that like makes me an HOE.
Okay.
Like or
Oh, I don't say
or
that
a less
disrespectful. That's a job
valuable,
description. That's not a.
women.
It's
You do OnlyFans as well.
honestly, I think it's ridiculous. The women are ridiculous with this stuff. Okay. Women really don't understand that what men want. They don't, and it shows, right? Yeah, I definitely agree with him 100%. Right? Men want women that, you know what? Yeah, other men would want, but men have no way to access it. No way. I mean, can't even access her on the internet, right? Shit like that. So this is the thing where, great, you're supposedly a low body count OnlyFans girl. Okay. But you know what? A lot of people just read the cover. So really, you may think that you're a low body OnlyFans girl. Other people won't. And if you are a man of a certain level, like let's say Marquette, well, you would not, wouldn't assume that, right? And again, you will pretty much affect his image because other men are seeing like, wow, that's what he's going for, because I just bought her subscription, shit like that, right? I could see her naked right now if I wanted to. And that's, although, they may not be able to touch her, but, next best thing is just look at her, right? And you could see all her private parts, her intimate parts, right? And see her do intimate things. Although you can't have her, but, men you can't have her, but being able to see her do intimate things is still a mind F for men. So women think that this is gonna help them down the road. No, it's just gonna make it harder for you to find the men that you want. Okay, I've said before, especially these women are good looking, right? But it's the problem when you find the man that you want, because women, no matter how, whether they're ugly to pretty, whether they're young to old, fat to skinny, whatever, there will always be men out there that would want to be with you, have sex with you, be your boyfriend, even marry you. There will always be men out there that will want to do it. The problem is it the men that you want? That's the issue. And women can never understand that things you're doing now will affect that later on. But women don't care, right? Women don't think about, women never think about down the road or their future self, right? They are fine with effing their future life for living in the here and now. It is what it is.